Yo, what is up, everyone? How's it going? And welcome back to Get Jacked. Now, I've been getting started here on a PvP server. It's actually an official server, and I've been pretty excited to get started. Now, the Halloween event's going on still, so we've got some tombstones and scarecrows and whatnot around. But the beaches on these official servers, there's quite a bit of spam here, I've noticed. Now, I've also noticed a couple interesting things, like some weird spawning dodos out in the middle of the water. Now, if the rock is close to the water, they do this. It's weird. Also, I've encountered some snakes and others. Actually, with the raft, the mechanics are a little bit goofy where things aren't aggroing fully on them. That'll actually be a tip that I'm going to show you here later. But I figured I'd do something a little bit differently for this video and actually put together some tips that are actually helping me survive out here. It took me a long time to get situated because pretty much died to everything. So why don't we get into these? Hopefully they'll help you out. Otherwise, just enjoy. Now these guys, I could definitely do without. These dodos, these infected dodos. Now, I'm not sure if this is a normal thing on all official servers, but the one I'm on, these things are on every beach near like every spawn point. I didn't know what they were at first, but quickly found out that they will give you a sickness. You hear me coughing and stuff. Now, if you go close to them, anywhere near them, they're going to infect you, and it'll last for a certain period of time, or I think a few deaths or something. It just turned out that the last time that I had it, it went away after a little bit of time, so I don't think you have to worry about it too much, but it does lower your stats, and you definitely want to avoid these infected creatures. I don't know, I've only seen dodos. Alright, so another thing, we've got our truck. Obviously, we can get them stuck in between. You always want to get these guys stuck in between anything. Two rocks, two trees, whatever. They'll get stuck at anything. Now, the trikes are easy. We'll just finish him up. And what I wanted to show you, actually, is say you've used up... Let me get rid of this stuff. Okay. No. Alright, well, we're going to lose this kill. Crap. Hide is like... Hide is rare at the beginning. Dang, that stinks. But anyway, what I wanted to show you was we'll kind of hatch it away. Need some flint. Now, if you do alt and say you have a bow, I have a bow on 4, for instance. Now, I'm just creating arrows like this. If you hold alt and your bow key, which is 4, so I'm holding alt 4, you'll actually just craft your arrows, as it crafts whatever arrows are currently equipped to that bow. So this one's doing stone. It also works for narcotics. Now, it works for other things too. If I wanted to craft that bed, it would work as well. Okay, so number 3, it's just kind of basic, I guess. Take a boat early on. If you're getting started, navigate by boat. I've tried to go by foot pretty much every which way. I'm getting a little bit of lag loading in these bases. What was that? Okay. I'm not sure what that was. But the bases, especially on the beach, are very large and can really get in your way, and obviously all the aggressive dinosaurs as well. So take a boat when you go out there. It's really dangerous. Now, at night, it can get even worse, and it's really difficult to see, especially on these PvP servers where you can't use gamma. It's hard, to be honest, getting used to not using gamma after being on an unofficial server with it activated. But it's really nice to just use a boat. That's what I did at the beginning here. It's really cool with the meteors, actually, in the background with this event going on and whatnot. But I usually just try and get to level 15 as quickly as possible. 15 will get you your raft and bow and arrow, of course. So with those, you could pretty much navigate inwards. The beaches are really, really populated, and it's hard to find a good spot to build along those, especially with people spawning in constantly. So I'd really recommend taking a raft up to one of these rivers and finding a nice spot, more interior-like. Once you've got a bed on it, of course. Make sure you put a bed on your raft, or you'll lose it, I promise. Okay, so I've made my way onto more of the interior. I want to be right on the edge of the swamp and the redwoods, because I really like the spawns that are in this area. Now, I choose this area. It's really dangerous for one, so make sure you have a bed, because I've died so many times. But anyway, we've got our Dimetrodon here. Now, this is actually one of what I found to be the easiest loot dropping kind of dinosaurs. They'll drop metal pikes and metal tools and whatnot. Now this is really big early on because I still haven't gotten a forge and smithy and stuff, so I'm not able to get. Okay, piranha, go away. I'm not actually able to create or craft that stuff yet because I'm still mobile. I'm still on the boat. So as you can see, we've got our metal hatchet there from a Dimetrodon, which is a really easy kill. Now there aren't a ridiculous amount of dinosaurs that drop loot like that, and most of them are really high level. Now, that includes the Titanoboa and the Sarco, which are all in here, and I wouldn't suggest fighting a Sarco early, but Titanoboas take like 4 arrows to kill. They're really not that bad if you just backpedal away from them. So, you're starting out, definitely if you're on the edge like the swamp, look for the Dimetrodon, or the Scorpions are pretty easy too. So, Scorpion, Dimetrodon, Titanoboa. Those ones might get you some metal tools pretty quickly on in the game. So, I thought I heard a snake. You can usually hear them from a distance. It is so nice to have this metal hatchet early on in the game because that really makes a difference when you're farming resources to start a base. Because I'm not gonna start with thatch. I just can't do it. I'd upgrade it right away. So I'm taking a break from the tips here for a second. Just wanted to show you where I'm at on the edge of the swamp and the redwoods basically. So I'm starting my build right on the edge. So the redwoods are behind us, and pretty much this is one of the most dangerous spots in the swamp just because there are so many aggressive dinosaurs and whatnot. So I'm trying to build up here, kind of block off this area a little bit. Now I need to build a smithy is what I'm working on here, and oh, see, he's back. So basically if a Sarco or something, I've realized this now, don't just relax when you see them run away, you know, when they de-aggro and run a different direction, and then you'll just start farming resources or whatever, and then 2 minutes later they will be coming back for you because I don't know, they just have a mechanic where they always come back. I don't know, they remember, I guess. Now, I would show you where I'm at, but the map marker, there's no map markers on official servers, which is kind of unfortunate. So, I don't know. I wish they had that, just so that you could actually tell where you were, because I actually have no idea where I am. I have a good clue of the general area, but I mean, I don't know, like, the coordinates myself. So, anyway, we've killed one of these. Now, make sure you bring tons of arrows when you're on these, when you're starting out in ARK. Like, seriously, make more than you would ever expect. Like, 150 arrows should do ya. Like, some of these high level Sarcos and stuff take, I don't know, 50, 60 arrows sometimes, I feel like. So I'm gonna keep gathering up this stuff, and I'll show you some more tips here in a second. I just wanted to kind of give you a little rundown on where I'm at. I'm finally building up my forge, although I don't really have a base yet. Sad. He doesn't see me, right? Alright, here we go. Basically, as you can see, he's really close. The Caprisuchus is not going to attack me off the raft. I don't know if this is a new thing, or... What is that a leech? Okay. That's a 2-part tip. Leeches attack your raft. What the heck? I didn't know they actually were aggressive towards things. I thought they just stuck onto you. That is odd. Okay. I'm sure you're gonna get far there, little buddy. Alright, yeah, he already gave up. Anyway. See, I'll get off the raft. Oh! And instantly, jeez. Okay, get off me. Alright. Back on the raft. Is he mad at me? See? We're good. We're friends. Alright. He can't hurt me. He's not actually hurting me. But... What? Oh! Okay. Anyway, what I was trying to show you there, before that Rex interrupted, is on the raft, things like Titanoboas and Caprisuchus and smaller dinosaurs won't aggro you when you're in the driver's seat. So just make sure you're driving your raft through and they won't actually attack you. But you have to watch out for things like Sarcos and I guess Rex. I didn't actually know that those were around this area, so I'm kind of sad that that just happened. But anyway, I'm gonna have to wait for this bed to respawn, and we'll get into some other stuff. So you've obviously seen me die quite a few times, and you know, it kind of stinks to die around here. And what I've noticed is in the swamp, especially anywhere in the swamp pretty much where there's the water, if you die in like the water area, you will not be able to find your bag because the reflections on the water and stuff will get in your way, and then you've got the lily pads as well. But what you can do is if you actually scroll out or go out without, sorry, I've got a leech on my face. I got to take care of that, but I wanted to show you first before I headed back up to the campfire to burn it off. But as you can see completely under the water. This also makes it easy to see piranha. I'm trying to see if I can see some piranha. You can see the piranha and coal swimming around under there as well. So that's pretty awesome. So we've got our... Oh, gotta avoid this. I've got my base going up here. I'm gonna have to burn this thing off. Now, you have to burn them off before you get injured. When you're injured, you can't jump, so you can't get up onto the fire. So I need to see if I can get some food, feed myself. This might be bad. Might have waited too long. I was wading around in the water, trying to show you how to zoom out. Uh-oh. Come on, get the food in you. How the leeches actually injure you, which I didn't actually realize before. Very slowly, but when you're a low level. Oh jeez, no, I'm injured. Now I'm definitely gonna die. Alright, I can't hop up onto the fire to burn this thing off. Huh. That's alright. That's alright. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so finally almost able to build up this smithy. Now, I've been killing as many of the Titan bows around here as I can, trying to find a metal pick to go along with this axe, but it looks like I'm going to have to build it the old-fashioned way. I think I've got enough metal to do so. So anyway, that's where I'm going to be stopping for the tips. I wanted to have like something like 10 of them, but it just didn't turn out that way. It's really difficult, and things don't really go as planned here on an official server with like the basic rates and stuff. It really sets you back if you die or something like that. So I'll definitely be bringing more as I go through here, and it should be a little bit easier now that I've got some experience and finally got a settled down base and whatnot. I mean, just being on a PvP server for the first time is really fun for me, and I'm really excited to get this base going so I can do some raiding and whatnot in the future. So I'm just gathering up as much as I can to fit. Oh, get off. Really? Of course it breaks. Hit it with the axe. I don't want the spears to break on him. Oh my god. Really? Okay, he's dead. Wow, okay. See, that's what you gotta worry about around here. I'm just gonna run up there. I'm not even gonna mess around. I hope there aren't any more around here. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna be stopping for today. If you like this video, like the way that I set up the tips and whatnot, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I mean, this is kind of a different idea for a video, doing it this way. So if you like that, definitely let me know. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.